Lights, camera, bankruptcy. The story of MoviePass, the once revolutionary theater subscription service, is a cautionary tale of what can happen when a startup meets the glamorous world of movies. Just a few years after its meteoric rise, MoviePass experienced a catastrophic collapse, leaving investors and moviegoers alike wondering, what went wrong? What were the fatal mistakes that led to the collapse of this movie startup? Join us as we unravel the mysteries behind MoviePass's failure. The once revolutionary theater subscription service has officially pulled the plug after a controversial 2-year stint. It was no surprise to industry experts that the company's downfall began when analytics firm Helios and Matheson took over and drastically slashed monthly fees. Moviegoers rejoiced as the new plan offered a daily ticket to any film in any theater for less than $10. But with costs soaring, the lights have finally gone out on this blockbuster dream. It seemed too good to be true, and perhaps it was. MoviePass's initial model of offering unlimited movie tickets for less than $10 per month left many skeptics in its wake. Acting as the middleman, the company purchased tickets at full price and offered them to subscribers at a steep discount. But what MoviePass didn't anticipate was the sheer popularity of movies among its subscribers. As cinephiles flocked to theaters, the company hemorrhaged money on every ticket sold. Ultimately, the business model was unsustainable, and the company went bankrupt. But who could blame those early detractors for being wary? But MoviePass had grander aspirations than just revolutionizing the gym membership model for theaters. To truly grasp what led to the company's comically self-destructive demise, we must first examine the role of Helios and Matheson. The tech consulting company, formerly known as Tact, was acquired by an Indian IT corporation in 2007 after suffering a stock market crash during the dot-com bust. Helios and Matheson Analytics, as it's now known, offers IT services to large companies, but its self-proclaimed status as a data analytics provider is somewhat ambiguous. To truly understand MoviePass's downfall, we must delve deeper into the murky waters of its parent company. However, Helios and Matheson's claim to fame before MoviePass was its acquisition of Zone Technologies, the creator of the controversial Red Zone navigation mobile app in 2016. This acquisition brought financier and founder Ted Farnsworth into the mix, who eventually became the CEO and chairman of Helios and Matheson. Farnsworth is a larger-than-life businessman with a colorful past, including ventures such as a psychic hotline service and vitamin and energy drink companies. The Miami Herald reports that Farnsworth has been sued numerous times and has a history of legal disputes related to Florida real estate investments and other murky financial dealings. Over the past 3 decades, Farnsworth has registered over 50 companies, the majority of which have since folded. Farnsworth, CEO of Helios and Matheson, set his sights on disrupting the theater industry by acquiring MoviePass in 2017 with CEO Mitch Lowe. But the plan to build an advertising business based on users' movie viewing habits was dependent on finding additional revenue streams. Lowe knew the only way to survive the price drop was by getting a cut of ticket sales. MoviePass aimed to cultivate loyalty among its engaged customer base to negotiate revenue-sharing deals with theaters. The plan worked for a while, but the public relations war with AMC turned ugly, and MoviePass failed to secure its desired discounts on tickets and concessions. If it had succeeded, it could have become a partner to theater chains and driven massive box office numbers to certain films while boosting concession sales. MoviePass's plan to revolutionize the movie-going experience was a blockbuster flop. When theater giant AMC declined to play along with the subscription service's ever-changing survival strategy, the writing was on the wall. And by the time AMC Stubs A-List emerged as a viable alternative, MoviePass was on life support. With 3 million monthly subscribers, the company had to cut costs to stay afloat, but it was too little, too late. MoviePass was left with nothing but a closing act. Ultimately, MoviePass was selling someone else's product. In the world of Hollywood, distributors work with theater chains to screen new movies at a set price. This system remains the only way to see those movies for months, and the revenue from ticket sales gets split up among the participants who maintain the system. Production studios make a profit to continue funding new films, while theater chains hold exclusive rights to screen them at a price they determine. MoviePass tried to upend this model by offering an unlimited subscription service, but the math never added up, and the company was left with a tenuous balance of finding new revenue sources while ensuring users kept going to the movies. The movie subscription service's promise of unlimited movies for just $10 a month seemed too good to be true, and it was. As it turns out, MoviePass's financial woes began long before the company even launched. Its downfall can be traced back to the moment Helios and Matheson purchased a majority share and dropped the monthly fee to a measly $10. From there, the company struggled to find additional revenue streams to sustain its business model, all while trying to disrupt an industry that had been firmly set in its ways for decades.